question 10. How would you like to see yourself grow as a creator?
Like to get good at playing guitar.
I mean, you're pretty good,
No,
but
no.
I mean,
Right, right,
are you
right.
wanting to be like a shredder or just
You know what I want to learn how to do is finger pick on acoustic guitar. I
okay,
can't do that. I just strum
right?
and I listen to finger pickers and I'm so envious, so jealous.
I
But no, I mean, seriously, to answer your question though, like the studio stuff, like every time I mix a record or every time I record a band, like I learn new stuff every time. And like I feel like that just I get a little bit better and a little bit better every time. So just want to be really good at that. Really good.
right.
Yeah.
Would you ever see yourself like, because I think your studio's in your garage, right?
Yeah,
Do you ever see yourself trying to like open up like a building that's a
I'd love
studio?
to.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably think about that every day. But what makes it so, well, I think for me, what makes me so nervous about even trying to do that is kind of like we talked about all the technology that's out there today is you can have a recording studio in your bedroom with a
right,
computer and a microphone. Like you can do so much now that you couldn't do 20 years ago. So, and these young people are coming up and learning how to use that stuff. Like they're not going to spend thousands of dollars going to a recording studio anymore.
right,
So they can do it themselves.
right,
So I'm probably stuck in my garage,
right.
and
I
that's
mean,
okay.
yeah, I mean, the commute's nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, just the amount of plugins and, you
Mhm.
know, modulators and just like amp models or whatever. It's like
Yep.
you don't even need an amp anymore, really.
No, you do not. You don't even need a drum set.
You
You don't
still
even
can
need to know how to sing because it'll tune it for you.
It doesn't work for me.
No?
I'm so bad it starts sounding it's going to sound like T-Pain or something. Yeah, my neighbor was, working on something. He's like, "Yeah, it's not that bad. There's some parts where, you can start hearing auto tune. We might need to go back and do some. We might need to try that again." I have accepted that I'm not a vocalist, at least like a singing vocalist. I don't mind my hardcore vocals too much, but
Right, right.
it's just not everyone is meant to be a vocalist.
As long as you're having fun, man. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I enjoy it, and because I've met you, you've sang on my records or songs, and you know
Oh,
uh,
that's right. Yeah.
Jordan and Kayla from Pretty Bad,
Pretty bad. Yeah.
they sang on something for me. I'm like, I don't need to sing. I'll just send
Yeah,
it
it's
to
cool.
people
I
who
like
can
it.
do it.
You're a songwriter.
Right. And I think that's what I kind of leaned into is just I love the writing aspect of it.
Nice.
I think I need to be able to do vocals enough to be able to present my idea to someone.
Sure. Totally.
And I think I might be okay in that area.
Sure.
But then I
You always
usually,
got the point across for me. So
right.
yeah.
And I say, but please add dynamics, embellishments, and, you know,
Right.
you can hold a note longer than a second.
Uh-huh.
I'm out of breath after a second, so I can't do it. Can you hold out for the whole measure? So would you consider yourself wanting to or see yourself doing more studio stuff then?
I'd like to. Like I'm kind of trying to I'm at the stage where it's like I want to push a little bit and see could I take this farther?
Right.
Like to the point I just want to exhaust myself, go to my job, work in the studio, go to my job, work in the studio, just to see is that even a feasible thing? Because at my age, it's like it's now or never.
Right.
I either need to stop thinking about it or try it. So I'd love to do it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Do you see yourself developing simple records more too?
This point, no. Like I just want to keep that just local. I didn't go into it expecting to make money. Definitely don't. And I think in labels are kind of in the same boat as recording studios, like
Right.
with the music industry these days, and everything just gets put up on Spotify, and no one makes money anyway. So I don't know. I look at my label as something different than the old standard record label thing.
Right.
Just a community for me. Whoever wants
Right.
to be a part of the community can join the family.
Right.
Yeah,
And maybe that's the future of labels. It's just kind of
maybe.
more like a artist community than
Yeah,
these big corporate, you know,
right.
entities that just own everything and the artist
Yep,
doesn't own a thing, you know.
right. No creative input whatsoever. Just a pretty face and a good voice.
I missed out on that one.
Yeah.
I got the hardcore face.
I Yes, you do. You were born in the right era.
Born in the right era, yes. Yeah, I was going to see if you were thinking of, expanding past Boise for the label, but I think what you do there is kind of cool. Like it's just a local scene community that's helping each other. It's pretty awesome. There was a punk label that I was, of the scene I was going to called Flat Black. And I think they kind of expanded to other, areas, but they were local to Orange County and, were very supportive to all the like punk bands and, it seemed like everyone eventually put out some kind of record on Flat Black
Hmm.
and I tried to buy everyone that I could just to support them. Um,
Right.
but I think because you had a label like that, it was like almost like the heart of the scene.
Hmm.
I think Face Down Records was kind of that way for the Christian hardcore metal scene.
Sure.
Um, so I think it's really important to have those smaller labels that are really kind of bringing life and support into the smaller scenes.
Hmm.
Oh,
Agreed.
and gives them kind of a purpose, because you could have a band that's not on your label who's just starting, but opening for, Simple Records bands,
Hmm.
and they go, oh man, I love these guys. They're all on Simple Records,
Right.
and then you're going to have these kids who, aspire to be on your label
Sure.
or at
Sure.
least record in your garage.
Right. Yep.
And that's I think that's even cool because it's like some of my fondest memories were going to some random dude's house and
Hmm.
sleeping on the floor and recording in their in the garage.
Right.
Like
Punk rock.
there's just something fun about it. It's cool,
Yeah.
and it's cool that you still do it.